This is the first grid that our artist made, and he asked me if it's working. So I would like to honor this moment to, hopefully the voice is not muted again, to download the thing and take a look if the grid is working or not. So it's named Jump. Oh great. Where is it? We need to... There you go. Oh wow, it's black. So how to download this thing? And let's move it to the map simulator. It's just a demonstration how my thing works. And we run this idiot. It will be hard to describe how the system works to artists, but it's alright. So let's go to the animation and add Walker. Oh, there's a problem. The thing is, all animations should be living on the same sheet, and he just made one sheet for the jump. So let's make a new one, and let's add it first. So actually the final result should have Walker with all the animations. So he just uploaded, or actually uploaded 5 hours ago, but we just got a grip of it. And I believe he, let me tell him to watch me. I can wait. I know some viewers never wait, and let me be honest in this moment, I don't care. I'm trying to do progress in my work. And he wants a link. Right. I'm still not that really familiar how to get the link fast. I believe you need to click on here and copy the link. So let me go to that page and see if I can get it in a live screen. I don't know, live stream I mean. Good, so you can hear me I believe. So I just downloaded the image, and let's try to add it here. Because every creature should have all the animations on the same image. Like Walker, if he's aiming, we need to add the animation later on the jump on the same sheet. But that's for later. Because we have a separate jump image, we cannot add the jump animation to Walker to this one, unfortunately. So we need to make a new creature for jumping. So let's make one, call it Jumper Walker. and add the jump image. And the frame is 64 by 64, you said. And it has one side, and it has a collision where he get damage. And that's it. Let's add him. So if we want to add the animation, we tell him we have 4 frames, size 64 by 64, and play. And it doesn't work. Play. Doesn't work. So maybe I have a problem. My system telling me. So why it didn't work? Maybe I did add the name for the animation. Jump. Oh, the maybe it's the issue. Nope, there's a problem. So it seems my code have a bug. Congratulations. So what's the problem? Null reference. Maybe I added something today. It's good of the code. For some reason, this one hasn't been assigned. But this one has been assigned. Don't you love that? So I'm talking to my artist, telling him how silly am I and why the thing didn't work. I made a few changes in the last week or 5 days, and it might be one of the changes that I did, which made this issue. So actually I will not hide away. I will try to fix this issue online. So just to give you a I don't know why, but we will see. This is expected. Every time you work on a code, this is freaking expected. Expect issues all the time in this stupid thing. Every time you add a new code, maybe you broke something somewhere. So let me save this class. If I work too fast, let me know. Let me switch to the live code so I see the chat too. So this is Jumper Walker, and this is the animation, and we want 4 frames, and the size is 64 by 64. Why when I move the frames it doesn't give the ABA, the temporary object, what's his it doesn't make an object for it. So I made something horrible in here, so it found it. All right, now who is responsible on making a temporary animation? This one. So when you select a list, you should have one. Who's else? There must be someone else who's responsible on that. And I'm working. Yes, get out. So the CCB tab is responsible on that too. So let's see that. and this one too. So let's check this code. Yes, this code, I changed it 2 weeks ago actually. So when you go here and leave it, it should update. But I don't see any update. Now it made an update, okay. Nope, it didn't. Why it didn't? This is 1 and this is null. Because it's null, he didn't update. So who is responsible on the who's calling this code other than this one? Why this one is not calling it? Even this guy is calling it, unless if it is null, which is null now. It should be updated as soon as you select it actually. Oops. Actually, the update required it to be exist in the first place too. So we are missing something. We are missing something. So it seems I broke my code and I didn't test it making a new one, and now I'm paying for that. So let's see the reinitialize. What does it do? Yes, this is usual work for me, but I'm sure it is really boring for others. You have a problem, you broke something, and you're not sure what did you break, and you just go over silly codes trying to figure out, especially this part, the animation part, is actually quite complex. So it does not add delete, that's for sure. It is this, not this one, but this one is kind of like might have a hand and is screwing up a lot of things. I don't see any code that it nullify the TIMP APA. TIMP APA is shortcut for the animation, the temporary animation. And I have some precautions because of editing. Whenever I edit something, I don't want it to save it immediately in the object, and it's quite confusing. So, in other words, we should have a new temporary APA generated whenever we made a new object, or in the process of making a new object. This is the maximum number of frames. The silly part is I completely forgot in which part did I generate a new one. One of the bars is when you select one, and this is What if you try to make a new one? What will happen? So if you select one, and here, this will work. But if you want to make a new one, that's another story. The easiest way to fix it is to make a new one here when you select the index change. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Because I'm not sure if this quick fix um it's so hard to make a quick fix and not break 1 million things with it. So yeah, this is how I work, and that's why it's kind of slow. Yeah, Julian is laughing, my artist. He says it's hard to understand what's going on. I don't blame him. So yeah, it will take some time to figure this out. I'm not sure, really not sure to be honest. What the heck just happened? So I need to backtrack everything and see why the hell it stopped working all of a sudden. It's working, it was working before I stopped working on the fire class. And now it's not. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Every time I add something, something must break behind my back. It just. So yeah, sorry for my life. So this one is null. When you select it, you make a new one. Oh. Hmm. So this one is only for editing. It doesn't work if you want to make a new one. And no, I have no other ways to make a new one. Did I made? Yeah. Maybe when I add this fix and change it a little bit because it was buggy, I screwed up this code. Then I grabbed myself. I cannot have a new animation now. So let's try to fix this. The easiest way to fix it, and it will be funny to do that, but let's try to do that, is to remove this part. Let's try to do that. Of course, I need to start over. And just in case if this code all of a sudden screwed up everything in the world and dinosaurs start to attack you or something. No, no, this is, what the hell? Oh, it's not working. Alright. So let's remove it or make it into a comet and just give it a try, and hopefully we didn't break the whole system. Nope, it's not working. Let me. Now what? I like it when you sell no reference and you have 1 million parameter. Like, go figure. We are not. Yeah, so we need a Tim APA. Doesn't matter. So, yeah. Let's try to do this then. Or there is a much easier way to do this. Give me a second. And the problem is, if we return with the old error, it says, let me check. Where the error happened in the update, this one, and it says the damage RF was empty, and this one wasn't initialized, and this one, yeah, this one we can solve this one, so we need this one at least, so let's go and add it. And it won't work because both of them are strings. So let's at least have a string and max fn at least to make a different constructor. And this one, and this one. So we go back and we take the sprite name, which is this one, this guy sprite name, and the max number of frame is 1, and pray. Let's see how many issues we will face. So let's edit it. It's funny, I'm sure I remade this file several times and I made a new animations, but I believe the last time I fixed the bugs with it, yeah, and I spent more than 2 hours with that actually. We screwed up the code in here because of that. Kind of annoying. Whoops. We tried to add an empty animation, and something is funny. I cannot put my finger on it. Ah, it worked. So do you see the result, Janano? Hopefully you see it. So your animation is working. But there is some space in here, because if we go back to the image, actually we go back to your Facebook image. Oh, you put it in a group, I believe. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, great. You see, there is space, a lot of space in here. You could, but it's not necessary. But I believe it will be saving a lot of pixels to cut the rectangle to fit to this guy and make all of them fit the largest one. So no need for the space in here. Any animation can have the size of the largest frame. If another animation have different frames because of the character get even bigger, then you can fix that animation with that frame. But if you want to fix all the animations with the same size, it's alright. It's totally fine. So we can actually play around with the collision. And we go back to this guy and give it a default collision. And we make a jump animation because we didn't save the result and we lost them. And you see this rectangle, this is where he get damage. So actually we can play around with them and change them a little bit to fit the position. So for example, imagine if he dodged the bullets because he raised his hands. So we can make it a little bit smaller. I was changing the wrong parameters. And a little bit let's say 25, and this one is 30. 25. So you see, with that, the last frame he will dodge even more fire because he's raising his arms or something. So actually we can do some kind of stuff like that in this game. So we saved a new animation for jump. In the future, all the animations should be on the same page. Because this one's size is 32 and that guy's 64. I screwed up when I selected this one. But this one and that one, if you but later on, when you add all the animations and on the same page, we can add different animations for the same creature. You see in here we have two creatures, one called Walker and one called Walker Jumper, and each of them have different animations. But there you go, there you go. I designed the system to do that, to force me and the artist to do the right thing, is making all the animations for the same creature on the same right. So silly me, it took me a few time to do something silly like this. Wow. So see you later.